My girlfriend posted, "I'm not anyone's property," before announcing a work trip with her supervisor. So I replied, "Great, I'm not your landlord either. I've been with Tessa for 3 years, living together for 18 months. The apartment is mine. Signed the lease before we met. When she moved in, we agreed she'd cover groceries and utilities while I handled rent. Never put her on the lease." Wednesday morning, I see Tessa's social media post. Some people think being in a relationship means ownership. Newsflash, I'm not anyone's property. A woman can travel for work without needing permission. Weird, right? We hadn't even argued. I'd made her breakfast that morning. 20 minutes later, "Oh babe, I have a work conference this weekend. Flying out Friday morning." "Cool. Where?" "Miami. Marketing summit thing." "Who else from your team is going?" She got defensive. "Why does it matter? Blake and I are presenting our campaign. It's strictly professional." Blake, her divorced supervisor who texts her at 10 p.m. about urgent projects and comments fire emojis on her beach photos. "Just you and Blake? The company's only sending 2 people. Stop being controlling." She grabbed her coffee and left. No kiss, nothing. Here's the thing. I'm not stupid. The defensive response, the social media post, the sudden work trip with just her supervisor. But I'm also not dramatic. I logged into my property management portal. Lease renewal was due in 3 weeks. Click, declined renewal. Done. Called moving companies. Booked Saturday afternoon while she'd be in Miami. Thursday night, she was packing lingerie for a marketing conference. Right. Friday morning, Blake's BMW picked her up. I waved from the window, then got to work. Boxed up all her stuff. Labeled everything. Saturday, movers loaded it into a storage unit I'd rented in her name, paid for 1 month. Left the storage key, unit details, and lease non-renewal notice on the kitchen counter with a note. "Since you're not anyone's property, and I'm not your landlord, figured we should make things official. Storage paid through the 30th. Changed the locks." She texted Saturday night. Picture from Miami, her and Blake raising cocktails. "Conference dinner." I replied, "Looks fun." Sunday evening, 6:47 p.m. First call ignored. By 7:15, she was pounding on the door. "My key doesn't work." "What did you do?" "I opened it, but kept the chain on. Changed the locks. Checked the kitchen counter. Let me in. I live here." "You don't. You're not on the lease. Never were. You can't just kick me out. You have 30 days notice. Your stuff's in storage." Then Blake appeared in the hallway, still in his Miami outfit. "Listen, man, this is between you two." "Nah, you're here. How was the conference? What was your favorite presentation?" Blake looked uncomfortable. "I think we should go." She tried to push past me. I closed the door. 20 minutes later, 2 officers showed up. I showed them the lease. Only my name, bank statements, the non-renewal notice. "Ma'am, if you're not on the lease and he's given proper notice, you can't force entry." She started crying about me being abusive. The officers looked at Blake standing there with her Miami suitcase and weren't buying it. 2 hours later, my phone exploded. Her friends calling me heartless. My favorite, "She just went on a work trip and you threw her out." I replied, "Ask her about the presentation." Radio silence. She filed for emergency hearing claiming illegal eviction. Showed up to court with Blake. I brought the lease, bank statements, security footage of her keying my car. Judge, "Miss Tessa, were you ever on the lease?" "No, but we had an agreement." "Then you were month to month at best, and proper notice was given." Case dismissed. After court, she stepped out from behind a car where she'd been hiding. "Ryan, please, can we talk?" "Sure. How was the presentation?" "What?" "The campaign presentation in Miami. The whole reason for the trip. There wasn't one." "I know. Your company's Instagram showed the conference was in Atlanta. Your laptop was open Tuesday. Saw Blake's email about the Miami hotel reservation, dated 3 weeks ago." Her face went completely white. She tried tears. Said it was a mistake. I laughed. Last I heard, she moved back with her parents after losing her job when corporate found out about the Miami lie.